then lied about it so he could go through my phone while I was throwing up and out of it. He didn't find anything except a hidden folder, and it had some NSFW stuff in it.
I just think it's so crazy because you're like down and out, and you decide, now's my chance. I'm going to take this girl's phone. But you could do a couple's relationship truth or dare game.
Yeah.
And the dare could be to go into your hidden and show the last photo or video.
You were looking for something. You were going to find something.
What should be on your mind? Partner is sick, and you should be the one to nurse them to health.
However, this is self-inflicted sick. This isn't like she got COVID. For somebody who has actually been through this, I do empathize with her because I did feel betrayed. If there was content from an ex-partner, we got something to talk about. I don't know if it's grounds for breakup, but it's definitely grounds for a conversation. Breaking news. Every single one of y'all who have ever sent news to some man, I don't care if it was 20 years ago, he still has. When he said he deleted them, he lied like a motherfucker.
You're about to shake up.
I'm just being real. Last night, me and my boyfriend went out, and I ended up drinking a little too much. I wasn't blacked out, but I was really sick and had to go home to throw up. While I was in the bathroom, he told me I had locked myself out of my phone for 10 minutes and that he needed the passcode once it unlocked. At the time, I was too sick to really think much of it. Later, I found out that it wasn't true. He was the one who had tried to get into my phone too many times, then lied about it so he could go through my phone while I was throwing up and out of it. He didn't find anything except a hidden folder I hadn't looked at in forever. From before we were even dating, and it had some NSFW stuff in it. After that, he stormed in, threw my phone on the bed, and he said he was leaving to find somewhere else to stay while he's here, probably with one of the many friends I introduced him to. I told him I hadn't touched that folder in forever and I'd delete it. But that part that really got me was how he lied and manipulated the whole situation while I was sick. Now I just feel uncomfortable and honestly deceived. All right.
Wow.
First reactions.
It's just so crazy because she's in such like a vulnerable state.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like I've heard this before happening to people.
Yeah. It's actually happened to me. That's why I find this story really funny. Like almost the exact same scenario.
I didn't want to say it.
Mine was food poisoning, but this actually hit home. This hit home for me. So
I just think that it's so crazy because you're like down and out, and they just choose that time, and they choose it on purpose.
Yeah, but here's the question though. I mean, I would imagine. I mean, when you really think about it. Anytime you go through your partner's phone, it's really going to be on some sneaky, It's going to be sneaky. Now, maybe not when they're vulnerable,
Absolutely.
But I mean, if they're asleep, that's pretty vulnerable.
That is a vulnerable state. Like you are over here
energizing
your body, rejuvenating.
So is there like levels to your vulnerability? Like if you are, if you're sick and throwing up, is like going through the phone, is it off limits? I mean, we could just generally say that going through the phone in general is off limits.
Yeah, I think in general it's off limits. Now, unless you suspect something.
So you condone going through the phone if you suspect something. Yeah, but the problem there is that you could always say you suspect something. I mean, if that's your that's your criteria for condoning it.
I guess you could. Yeah, no,
just testing your consistency here. I just want to see what you think.
I know you like to test me, and I just think that, thank you. I don't know. I just think that it's like really messed up when someone is like really sick. Instead of like you taking care of them, you decide like, now's my chance. I'm going to take this girl's phone and going to see what she's up to and go through every crack and crevice of this phone.
Yeah.
It's not something that would be on my mind. Like if you were ill...
That's true.
I wouldn't think like
my boy was like, here's my chance.
Get the phone.
Here's my chance. I've been waiting till she got sick and throw up.
I just think that I don't know. It's a really messed up thing to do. She needs you. This is the time she needs you to take care of her.
Yeah.
And instead of caring for her, you decide you're gonna go snooping and. I don't know. They say that where you go snooping, you do find something, even if it's like nothing. You kind of take it and you can turn it into something that it could not be.
Agreed.
I hear that a lot, and it happens. Like you just look at the smallest thing, such as trash.
Yeah.
Trash can.
Yeah, from our last
taking
story,
out trash. But yes. So I just think that. going through the phone while your partner is sick is just so low. It is so low. Like, that shouldn't be on your mind.
Yeah.
What should be on your mind is your partner is sick and you should be the one to nurse them to health.
However, this is self-inflicted sick. This isn't like she got COVID. I mean,
okay,
she did. This is self-inflicted sickness. So I mean, you know.
So you think that like because
No,
it's
I'm just
self-inflicted,
throwing-
we shouldn't feel bad for
Not at all.
for her?
I'm just throwing
I would
in
feel
all
bad
the.
for you, like,
I'm
if
throwing
you
in all
got
the caveats here that we have to consider. You're saying she's sick and she's
That is
vulnerable. True, but she's not sick like, you know, I woke up and had food poisoning or I had the flu.
Very
This is
true.
like
Okay.
you drank too much. And I'm taking advantage of you, and not the way you want.
Yeah. Well, maybe he like suspected something and he was like, this is a good chance. It's weird that he didn't have her passcode though. Like, we have each other's passcodes,
Yeah, that's true.
you know?
I mean, it's not weird because a lot of people don't have their partners. But I won't call it weird.
Okay.
I won't say it's weird, but yeah, I mean, there is definitely something to be said. Although, I mean, he asked for it, and she clearly willingly gave it.
Yeah.
So she wasn't worried about giving her passcode. Now, that doesn't mean she doesn't clear her phone out, isn't super strategic. We know women are much better cheaters than men, simply because men are egotistical and they think that their partner could never cheat on them. You know, who, me? I'm the man, King Dingling around here. So, yeah, so essentially my argument is that it's not that women are better cheaters. I think men are worse detectives. That's what I think.
Okay.
Because a woman
Yes.
she will pry and pry and
Oh,
pry.
we are
and a
private
man
investigators.
thinks too highly of himself to ever think his girl would ever step out. So why would I go? You know, why? Although,
yeah.
don't get me wrong, men get insecure. However, we don't do as much Snooping. I think women tend to have that's why I always laugh at the whole like women's intuition. Nah, you're just paranoid.
Yeah. That's exactly
If
what
you go
it
through my
is.
phone 100 times and you find something once, it wasn't in women's intuition.
Yeah.
We're playing a probability game at this point.
That's true.
You know. So,
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah.
Okay. That's neither here nor there. This is what I'll say on this. Number one, this has happened to me before. I wasn't drunk. I had really bad food poisoning, and I mean, I was curled up on the couch. This is the worst, probably the worst food poisoning I ever had. And my partner at the time definitely took the opportunity to go through my phone.
Poor baby.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
It's actually a traumatic experience.
I know.
It's triggering. Every time I'm sick, I'm just cuddle up with my phone now. No, but seriously, and the issue that happened here is that she found something in my phone, right? And because I was so sick, she couldn't even ask me about it to explain it, and went on ahead and texted the person who was in my phone.
Oh my God.
This turned into a really, really bad situation because she had misinterpreted the person who was in my phone, who at the time was actually it was just a girl's name, but it ended up being like my boss at the time. So I think my boss had invited me to like a cookout, but it just looked like a girl invited me over. And this was like a team thing.
Yeah.
So she messaged my boss.
Holy
and
shit.
This turned into like a really big deal, and it was very embarrassing. So I do actually, for somebody who has actually been through this, I do empathize with her because not only was I embarrassed, and that, you know, that was just because she messaged my boss, but
Yeah.
I did felt betrayed because I was doing really bad. I mean, I was curled up, thrown up, you know, and then to get better and find out that like, and it was weird too because I knew something was weird because she kind of stopped taking care of me while I was throwing up and sick. Yeah. So I was like, man, this is really weird.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And listen, at the end of the day, we were young. She was insecure, and I probably contributed to that for sure.
But to leave you for dead.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's basically what happened. So I say that to say, and then to go back to the story where my man, you were looking for something, and you were gonna find something. You were gonna find something to be mad about. Let's just say that, because the problem isn't that you always find something. The problem is you're going, you know, you put all this work in. you didn't put all this work in for nothing. You're gonna find something to be mad about. Whether it's like, oh, you found she liked a pic on Instagram, or you found that some dude messaged her and she didn't set him straight fast enough, or she like you're gonna find something. That's the problem with this. And then I love this. There was a D. Ray Davis stand up that I really love, and he had such a good commentary on something that happens like this, where he said, why isn't your energy for when you find something the same as when you don't find something? See, the problem is you'll be super mad at me and I got to go through a bunch of shit if you find something. But if you don't find something, it's just crickets. It's just like, there's never any energy like, thank you for being faithful. Thank you for not me going through your phone and not finding something. It's just silence. You know what I mean? And he was like, y'all need to keep that same energy if you don't find something. Or if you do find something, as if you don't find something. That's something like kind of stuck with me, and I actually really thought that was funny. But
that's a good
it's
point.
True. It's like if you don't find anything, you know, are you just? The problem is people will just think that they must be good at hiding it, but next time, and it's like, man, you got to face that insecurity. You got you know what's leading you to that insecurity.
Absolutely.
Anyways, I'll let you go, but yeah, that's
no, that's a really good point. Actually, because that's something to, you know, like if you don't find something in your partner's phone, that says a lot about them, right? Unless they're great about hiding things. But I mean, but we're not going to go down that road, right? Because you didn't find anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's the thing is like what happens with women is when we don't find something, instead of going like, wow, like he's been such a good boy lately, it's more of a like, oh, he's so good at hiding things. Yeah. When it's like, it could just be
he ain't doing
that
nothing.
He's a good man,
there
Savannah.
Is a world.
You know, like
there is a world where your boy is just, or your girl is just being like he said he found old NSFW stuff that maybe she said she didn't know in a folder. I'm not sure.
Can you elaborate on what what is it called?
NSFW. It's just explicit content.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking about some sort of like fashion
I know
week.
it's an acronym for something. Sexual something. I don't know, but it just means like nudes. NSFW material is like nudes or maybe even video. Something definitely explicit. Yeah. She didn't say if it was like old. Yeah, no, she didn't say if it was with another dude. And that could definitely change something.
What's in that folder, girl?
Yeah. Share with the world. No.
But she claims it's old.
Okay, there's two, we got to look at this from two different. Okay, the NSFW material, if the sexual explicit material is just her by herself, but it's older. Yeah, you I don't know what he would have gotten mad about there. He was just looking for something to be mad about. Now, if she had NSFW stuff and it was with somebody else, we do have a little bit to talk about here. Now, you
like,
can say
why do you still have it?
I mean, her thing was she forgot about an old folder that she had, which could happen. You could have an old hidden folder. So if it's hidden, okay. If it's an iPhone, the way the iPhone works, obviously you have your hidden folder. Now, all you got to do is click hidden and you can open it up and see that stuff. So I don't know. But also there's a world where if you just had files, you could have hidden folders in your files that you would never stumble upon years later if you just forgot about it. So she didn't really specify there. If you had stuff in your hidden, just in your photos album, you knew they were there. You knew they were there. And we have something to talk about. If I'm not going to let you get that off. I'm not going to let you get that off.
I think it would be very different if it was like hidden on an old laptop. Like on like some sort of old device that she doesn't usually like use, then I would be like, okay, it's truly hidden. Like I would, without a doubt, like if that happened with my partner, I would be like, he probably doesn't remember that these are here. Yep. But an iPhone, your phone that you're actively using,
I just feel like what's in your hidden folder.
What's in your hidden.
You're a girl.
You're just saving it for a rainy day,
man. Something. And listen. Is there something wrong with saving old NSFW or old explicit material with the other partner? Yeah, probably. You probably should get rid of that. You probably should get rid of that. Although I would say men probably have every single nude photo from every ex that they've ever had. Send them new photos.
You all hold on to that like it is like they're trophies.
Listen, we be hoarding the news, okay? Listen,
they're trophies to you guys.
Listen, yes, that's exactly what it is. Breaking news, okay? Every single one of y'all who have ever sent news to some man, I don't care if it was 20 years ago, he still has it. He still got them. I don't care. I don't care if it was 2006 and he got them on a hard drive or he's got them on his laptop.
You're going to have the women going through their phone. We're telling them, don't do it.
Every man has nudes from every... Listen, if you've ever sent nudes to a man, I don't care how long ago it was, he lied to you. When he said he deleted them, he lied like a motherfucker.
You're about to shake shit up.
I'm just being real. Except me. I don't have any news from my exes.
He doesn't. Not anymore. Women, you are safe. If you are his ex, you are safe.
You're good.
Thanks to me. Thanks to me. Otherwise, he'd be holding that shit still to this day like a trophy.
I'm not using the material for anything else but to say.
No, it's just it's like a scrapbook.
It's like a scrapbook, right?
And here back in 2017.
Yeah, and it's a scrapbook for myself. Like nobody will ever see these. This is just a personal ego, like ego
that is
trip.
Hilarious.
It's a personal ego trip for yours truly. That's it. Okay, back to the story. Number one, there's so many things to tackle here. It is betrayal. It's definitely betrayal. Mm-hmm. You listen, if you're gonna don't go through your partner's phone. If you suspect something, we gotta communicate. So let me get serious, right? We gotta communicate. We gotta talk. You gotta have to have the conversation.
Yeah.
We all do it though at some point. I mean, I'm sure there's some of y'all out there that be like, I never go through my partner's phone. But like 90% of us have done it at some point, if not 100%. So let's quit acting, let's quit facading, okay?
Just know that it does come from an insecurity.
Yeah.
When I feel secure, I don't even think about those type of things, right? So I think that just tackling that, figuring out why do I feel the need to go through the phone and, go from there.
And we have...
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. You interrupt me whenever. We have our moments of weakness, right? So... Even when things are going good in your relationship, there's that lingering thought, not even lingering, but sometimes you just driving and then like boom, it pops up. It's like, yo, I ain't hear from my girl in like the last 4 hours, and you're like, and then you could not think anything, or you could randomly be like, you can go down imagination line, right? Like I have a crazy imagination. I don't typically act on it, but I could definitely go down like a dark path out of nowhere because that's the way my brain works, and I know other people are like that. So don't get me wrong. Like my advice is to not go through your partner's phone. Mm-hmm. But in the event you do, you can't do it while she's throwing up, man. There's an etiquette. there's an etiquette to go through the phone. Okay, there's an etiquette to snooping. There's an etiquette. Okay, and her being sick and throwing up is like one of the few times you got to chill on the phone. Okay, there will be other opportunities, and I'm telling you, don't do it. But if you're gonna do it, not there and then, man, because now it's a kind of a double. It's like a double hit, right? You went through the phone, number one, which is already betrayal in itself. Mm-hmm. People already feel betrayed when you do that. But number two. Oh, and you lied. You lied about how you got into the phone or telling her that she locked it. So now you're lying. Now you've gone through the phone. You lied about how you got into the phone. Lied to her why you needed the passcode, and you did it while she was sick. You're hitting you're just stacking all of these issues on top of each other. That is going to create. It's just going to create such a bad whirlwind effect. Just stick to the basic. She was asleep and you went through the shit, okay? You're gonna dodge a lot more bullets that way. You won't feel as betrayed. It'll still be betrayal, but at least it won't be like, damn, I was vulnerable, throwing up. Like, you're supposed to be taking care of me.
Yes.
And, holding my hair back and like, I'm sitting on the couch. Again, I've felt this, so I know what it feels like. And again, you don't even... Now... The other part is like, now you're mad at your partner and they're still sick or in that vulnerable state. Mm-hmm. And you're going to take care of that's just messed up. Yeah. Don't even put mentally, if you can't handle both, don't even put yourself in that situation.
It wasn't
man.
the time.
It wasn't. It
That was a
wasn't.
bad time.
Yeah, ma'am, you were betrayed. Delete the hidden. We know you knew. You knew. Unless it was in your files in a hidden folder. If it was in your photos in a hidden.
So, yeah.
In the hidden section of your photos on iPhone, you knew.
You knew.
Stop the
For
cap.
sure.
Stop
I know
the
it's
cap.
in my hidden.
Yeah. And even if you don't remember, every so often we'd be clicking a little hidden thing. And be
Yeah.
Like, what I got up in here?
Yeah.
What I got up in here?
Go back to memory lane.
Yeah, so good to cap. He does have valid reason if you had stuff with another dude, and that's a whole nother conversation. If you do have stuff with another guy, even from past stuff, yeah, we got a little bit to talk about here.
Yeah, because why are you holding on to that?
We got a little bit to talk about here, yeah.
That's kind of gross. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a woman, but like, I would not want.
And I don't want to see
Past
that. Yeah, I never
people
want to see.
in my-
Yeah, obviously, I know you've been with past people. I never want to see that visual.
No.
That'll never leave me.
Oh, no.
If you had material with another guy, man, I might even leave you over something like that. To be honest, depending on how long we were together.
Yeah.
If I found hidden stuff, like you were together for 3 months and it was still in there, one thing. If we 2 years in and you got stuff in your hidden, although
that would be crazy.
How
though.
you not been through a hidden throughout this time? I don't know how long they've been together, but yeah, I guess the time frame matters. But I will say that if it's with another guy, again, she didn't specify, so it could just be by herself. And then at that point, I don't even know why you're mad. Hey, send this shit over to me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like,
hey,
why
shoot
do
this
I not
over-
have
yeah.
that? Mm.
You sent me those news one time. I was like, wait, you never sent those to. Now I'm just mad I never got
I
them.
was saving them for like.
Now I'm just mad I never got them.
I forgot that I had them.
Now you sound like her. Now you sound like her.
Those are in my Google photos, though.
That is-
and I feel
yeah.
like if
They're in
you
the
do
cloud.
have things in the cloud, yes, it's okay. You can forget about
You
those.
can't forget about the cloud.
For sure.
If
You-
they're with another partner, I don't know, man. Yeah, I could see myself, depending on how long we've been together, I could potentially leave you over that.
Yeah. I could absolutely see that
Yeah.
too. I'm with you on that. So let's normalize deleting past shit
Yeah,
when,
yeah.
especially when you know your relationship is going somewhere.
You know it's in your
It's
phone,
okay to let it
man.
go. Like, why?
Yeah, you know it's in your... Come on, man. you know it's in your
Listen,
phone.
like,
You
I
know
just
it's in
think
your
that
phone.
everybody should go through a kind of like a spring cleaning.
Yeah.
You know, like go through your phone, your laptop, all that.
Mm-hmm.
When you know this is your person and you are wanting to stay in this relationship or see where it goes, get rid of it. Like,
Yeah.
does it truly benefit you to keep all of that old stuff?
I mean-
Okay, don't answer that.
I mean...
I'm talking to them. Does it benefit you? Just think about it. But I do say, like, just clean it out.
Yeah, just clean it out. I really don't... I don't know if you could get that off. I don't know if you could get off not knowing... Like, you couldn't get that off with me. You have to have a reason for doing stuff. I mean, do you see there's any world where you could condone having past material from an... I don't even know if you should answer that. There's nothing you could get off with me.
I don't think that there's, like... No, when it comes to anything sexual...
Yeah.
No, there's just like no reason. There's no reason for it. And there's nothing that you can say that will like make your partner be like, okay, that makes sense.
Nah, yeah, I never want to see
Now
that.
I see why like it's in your hidden. No, absolutely
I don't
not.
know how I let that go if it's with another partner. Again, there's so many things here that kind of was left out. Like how long you guys have been together. Again, if it's like new, then it's a little bit more understandable. If we've been together for like a year, we definitely have a problem because there's no world where I just don't believe that, or I do believe that you just didn't know that what was in your hidden folder. I just don't see me believing that. And then if I don't believe that, where do we go from here? Because this is, I mean, it's serious. You have explicit content with someone else, and you're saved in your phone that you have not deleted. So, again, I don't, she didn't specify, but the conversation there, I don't know. Where do you think that conversation goes?
That's a good question. I just feel like something like this, I don't think that he is going to even like her answer. Like he clearly doesn't like the fact that like she doesn't remember that it was in her hidden.
Yeah.
I think that it should be a conversation of like, how can we move like forward from this, right? She has to be willing to delete them first and foremost.
Yeah.
Right? Because it is bothering him. But I don't think that he should like hold it against her. If it's truly from before him, yeah,
I mean,
I'm
she
sure
didn't cheat
it's-
on you, but she did save the material if that's what was in it.
Yeah. But what if she's honest and she's like, I really
That's
forgot
true
about
too.
those.
That's true
you
too.
know?
She could just never have gone through her hidden
now
folder.
it's like you can't
It's
prove
a slight
that
chance.
when
Yeah.
it comes
I
to
mean,
hidden. Like
it's a
you
slight
don't.
chance, but
She might have, however long they've been together, she might have not have gone to her hidden. We don't know that. And she can't even prove it either, right? Like
yeah.
iPhone doesn't trace like,
I'm just gonna
you know,
hound the hell out of you though. I know myself. I'm gonna hound the hell out of you if I end up believing you, or at least letting you get it off. Like you're just, there's not much else room for error.
Yeah.
There. And I kind of gauge how the relationship goes. How's our sex life going? You know, is it there? Is it good?
yeah.
You know, I probably do continue the relationship with a little bit of a thing in the back of my head. And then over time, it probably, you know, it
It
probably
goes away after a while.
Yeah, little by little, just kind of vanishes. That's all. That's all I got. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess a few things to wrap it up. He, you know, definitely betrayal. Definitely betrayal. Don't you can't go to the phone while she's sick. It's just the worst time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go through the phone at all. You know, have a conversation.
Yeah.
Or this, you know what he should have done? Okay, I got one more thing. This is what he should have done. He should have seen how long she kept it in there.
Ooh, I like to play that game.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see
Yeah.
how long. Let's see how long. And you know, no, I know what I would do.
What would you do?
I would probably find some way to coerce you. That's a bad word to use. To coerce you into going into your hidden folder at some point.
Oh.
Like figuring out how to get you into your hidden folder, right? And knowing that you looked in there, but not saying anything.
Yes, yeah.
And then see if you ever mention it. And
What
then go into your hidden folder and see if you didn't delete it. And then you couldn't get off that I didn't know it was in there, because I'd be like, yesterday, I know for a fact you went into your hidden folder because we had that conversation, or I had you go into there.
Yes.
I had you hide something.
That's good.
See, y'all,
That's
you're not
really
doing
good.
it. You guys react too quickly, man. This is probably wrong to because I'm teaching you how to manipulate the situation. But if
So
you're
bad.
if you're really tripping that hard,
Yeah.
there's a way you could have figured out and got the truth if she forgot or not, because you could have got her going into her hidden folder somehow, and then a day later, a week later, see if those stuff was still in there, and then she could not get that off. Then you'd be like, you intentionally kept these in there because I know for a fact you went into your hidden folder. Now explain
Right.
yourself. Now we have to have a
Ooh.
conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
She likes to drink.
Clearly,
She likes to
blackout time.
drink.
Yeah, true serum.
So what you could do, we've played a couples, like a relationship card game before.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So you could get your partner tipsy, played a card game, you know, and it's so much fun because you're like asking each other like questions like, what would you do? And it's like relationship wise, and sometimes they get like really sexual, which is like also really exciting. But there could be like a dare, because they have like a lot of truth or dare ones.
Okay, yeah.
And the dare could be to go into your hidden and show the last
That would be slick.
photo or video
Ooh.
in the hidden folder. And
And
she's
then-
tipsy and she might be all for it.
Or she knows her stuff is in there and she's hesitant to do it.
That will tell you everything
Yeah.
you need to know.
Yep, for sure.
Absolutely.
Nah, you got a point. There's
That-
some ways
that
you could have
sounds
pulled
so
this
much
off.
fun.
If you was gonna be sneaky, you should have ran this all the way.
If
But-
anyone tries that game, any
Yeah.
game, and obviously the card isn't going to say that, but they're tipsy, so you don't know. So like you have to like choose one of those cards and then just ask
Nah,
them
this-
to do
yeah,
that.
he
Like
could-
dare
he
them
coulda
to do
figured out
it.
if she knew or not.
So if
You can't
anyone
just
tries it,
immediately
put it in the
react, bro. You
comments
gotta-
below.
Yeah, when you find something, if you immediately react off emotion, you are going to lose all momentum, lose all advantage. I promise
Yes.
you. But that's just me being, an asshole and teaching you how to get this off and get over on your partner. You should have went through the phone. But if there was content from an ex partner, we got something to talk about. I don't know if it's grounds for breakup, but it's definitely grounds for a conversation. And then depending on how long we've been together, that's all I got.
Have
I
the
don't wanna keep beating a dead
conversation,
horse.
ask her to delete them so that you can then move forward. Yeah.
And because she seemed pretty like, oh, those are from the past. Like, I'll get rid of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Good stuff.